Those shenanigans will not be. That's it.
Cuzzo, what's up, man?
That is great, Prev. I love it.
Man. I'm chilling, man.
Cuzzo in the building, Prev. What's up, man?
So,
Trying to get this thing set up.
Nah, I just always be laughing at Jason talking about I'm traveling, so I'll catch you. I'm like,
Man.
I mean, this is one of the few Saturdays, as you can see, I'm actually at home. I mean, Tuesdays, I should say. Tuesdays.
yeah, are you sure you're at
I'm
home?
actually
It's
home.
Saturday.
I know.
I
You should know.
I gotta get Jason's number because I never know if that's him texting. Like
Yeah.
the initials come up for like Prev, Pete, Lonice, but not Jason. So I guess I do know who it is. It just looks like a different number every time.
Is it about Cleveland?
Huh?
I was about to say, if it's
Is it text about Cleveland, the Cavaliers, the
Hey,
Indians, the Browns?
I
Yeah,
bet-
if it's the giddy dude talking about Johnny Manziel, it's just Jason.
But I've been beefing that up though. I've been really pouring kerosene and gasoline all over that.
And you should
No.
continue.
Yes,
No, Josh Gordon poured some gasoline, and the rest of the they did not draft the receiver is gonna set that
What
thing on fire.
Josh Gordon Ford was lukewarm piss in the Cheerios. That's what
Pretty much.
I tell
Pretty
you,
much.
Stand there and watch it burn.
I do love Stephen A. Smith when he's like, you can't stay off the weed. The weed.
That's a mess.
That's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. That's about as bad as bad can get. It's horrible,
It's
man.
terrible, man. I mean, that's his third time getting caught, or
I think so. Well, he
I thought it
had
was
stuff
his
in
second.
college.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
he
they
did
said
have
it was
some
just his second time because he was suspended last year for 2
second
games.
second time. But he got caught with possession too, right? Like possession, and then he got caught with the two failed tests now.
Yeah, dude's a train wreck.
Look, and ain't like you don't know the test is coming.
Right. Yeah, you know. They all know.
Man,
I
even if you do know, goodness me, man, just out and
Look,
eat.
man.
I mean, like, Deon, just work out and eat, man. Just work out and eat.
Eat donuts.
He don't know.
Deuce.
Get you a
You get-
chocolate fetish. Just stay away
Man.
from the weed.
You getting
Not a
you,
fish.
I don't know like
It's something, Prev. Something.
The weed fetish.
I'm privy I am privy to some info right now, but I'm not gonna just go ahead and say that.
No.
But it's
Yeah. No conflicts of interest here.
it's remarkable. It's remarkable. It truly is. I mean,
It's
You are
remarkable.
remarkable.
I'm not because see, I didn't make.
I keep forgetting you blocked for Ricky.
Well, yeah, and see, here's the thing.
I keep forgetting that. God, dog.
Okay,
But
He was
Pete,
the queen or king of I can't stay off the
Hey.
weed.
he was the king.
That's my dude, man.
But here's the thing. I never made millions, so I don't know what that feels like.
Right.
To not. I mean, we're talking millions.
yes. Yes.
Dude,
I mean,
I can go and take a month vacation with my money and plenty of weed
Get weed.
when I don't need to get tested, and I can chill for one week
With your weed.
with the weed.
the way I've argued it with my pro marijuana cohorts is that
You was
in
talking
essence,
Kareem? You was talking with Kareem? I'm sorry.
no, but you
My
can
bad.
imagine who I was talking to.
Oh.
It's a short list of names.
Ooh.
So, no, actually, this is several years ago. But he was, of course, arguing that the players should have the choice. Of course, if this is what you want to do, this is. I'm like, look, man. These teams are giving you a contract for a limited number of years of your life, which could be your career, 4 or 5 years, whatever it may be, for a substantial amount of money. And along with playing football, pretty much what they're asking you to do is just not smoke weed while you are in the employ of the NFL. Once you are done, you can take that substantial amount of money
You get all the
and
weed you like.
smoke it all away.
Here's the deal, too, Prev. I mean to cut you, but it just came back to me during the season. The drug tests were going on. Now, during when it wasn't in season and it was off season, you didn't get tested unless you had previous issues. Then you did fail one. They will, you don't know. You may not know, but right, they'll double back on you, but you know you're gonna get it. You may not know when, but you know you're gonna get it. But for the most part, the summer they leave you alone. Oh, not the summer, but whenever you're not, in season, you're done. You're gone. You're gone. They don't test.
So
people.
you're given some wiggle room here, along with your limited amount of time that you are in proverbial shackles.
Yes, sir.
You're an enslaved millionaire that's not allowed to smoke weed.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And my man could not understand. I'm like, really? I don't think they're asking you for a whole lot.
Right. Right.
And
it's
if you simply cannot abstain, I've always been told by the pro weed folks that it's not addictive. And I'm like, if you have to choose between millions of dollars on the short term and weed on the long term, you are addicted.
Something is addictive.
It should not be a choice.
Right.
Right.
It's calling me. It's calling me.
Right. Because that's always my argument. People are like, no, it's not addictive. Go ahead and legalize it. Everything will be better. Really? Because the professional athletes seem to be struggling. They seem to be struggling.
Well, I told you guys I gotta make sure we get out. I get out of here because I got a interview with Anderson Cooper later on. To talk about,
okay.
Yeah, they talk about the Donna Sterling stuff, and me and Anderson go way back, all the way back to the inauguration last year. I agree, but man, what's up with your boy Sterling, man? He's like that little gnat in your ear.
He and his wife are like.
I don't know who's worse right now, his wife or him.
He's still
Let me answer him.
They're like Ren and Stimpy, the two of them. I swear, man. Like, just get out of here. I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
No,
you know what it said? He said, did you apologize to Magic Johnson? He said, well, I made a mistake.
No, but not only did you not apologize to Magic Johnson, you then turned around and went
insulted him.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
Right.
It's not a good influence for the African American, young black
what
youth.
Has he done?
What has he really done for black people?
What has he really done for black people?
What has he done? He went from city to city
What did he do?
and had sex with a lot of women and got AIDS. That's something you should be proud of?
He's a bad influence because he got AIDS.
He just selling expensive coffee.
Anderson Cooper was like, I think he only has HIV. He doesn't have full-blown AIDS.
Look how he's poisoning the African American community by selling them expensive coffee. And then he decided to buy a fat burger and sell them greasy food.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Really
Sterling.
For him?
I'm sorry, Mr. Sterling. Are you
And
channeling
he put
your
movie
inner
theaters that are
75 years of?
I'm just saying, Deon, I made a mistake.
I'm saying, sir, are you channeling your inner 70 years of hatred towards blacks right now?
Deon, I don't care if you sleep with the black people. I just don't want you around them. I don't want them to.
No. I really think it's just personal. He really seems to hate Magic Johnson. Like, I'm thinking Magic might have slept with her because he's really
he probably did. Honestly though, when is Cookie gonna get a break? When can Cookie get a break?
When can Cookie catch a break?
God knows, Cookie, I'm out here. Cookie, we're here for you. Okay? Support system. Magic, love you, but damn, Cookie. Okay.
Thoughts and prayers to Cookie.
Hey,
Cookie.
Me and Jason was laughing though, because we kind of replayed the whole HIV thing from Magic Johnson in our heads. We was thinking ourselves when Magic got on the podium was like, I just want to let everybody know that I am HIV positive. I carry the virus. So could you imagine the underground phone calls that was going on after that? Hey man, you looking at Magic? Hey, what was that girl name again?
Yeah.
Oh man, hey yo, hey, and then the girl's like, girls, we need to go to the like,
well, in his own autobiography,
you call him Magic. It was like Irving's got HIV.
Irving.
Irving. Yeah, it'll be Irving then. That's right.
Hey, I got his autobiography, and he was basically said, he had a lot of phone calls to make.
Man, I'm good. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah,
Sterling crazy.
But his wife, she's like, I'm gonna fight it. I'm 50% owner. I'm a 50% owner.
No, wait, but did you hear?
Like you gonna fight for your money, but you ain't gonna fight for your marriage. I mean,
Lonice, I heard
it. But this was the real ignorance when she was like,
I heard it, Lonice.
Well, over the past 20 years,
I have been trying to
divorce him.
Oh.
She's like, for the past 20 years, I've been trying to divorce him.
But she said that the money wasn't right.
She said, but my financial advisors told me no. And she's like, right here, I've got the paperwork signed. It was almost filed. And my attorney and my financial advisors told me no, not yet.
You can't make this up.
That sounds like some George Lucas stuff right there.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
She talked to Barbara Walters. She was talking to Barbara Walters and was like, look here. I got paperwork. I got a stack of paper that said I've been trying to leave him forever. I've been trying to leave him forever for my financial advisors. How is it never right to leave a billionaire? I don't understand.
I heard her say stuff like, and they high five me when I go to the stadium, and they say things.
Girl.
You go, girl.
You fight.
Who is saying that? First, it was probably the NCAA or NAACP chapter.
You and Prev, y'all just don't want that pee. Y'all don't want that pee. Y'all don't want to see it right.
Y'all crazy, man.
That pee hide on you, boy. That pee hide on you. That pee.
Me and Deon got autocorrects like the phone.
I'm telling you, man. Where is the pee?
Y'all are silly.
Oh, y'all are silly, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, she did. She said they high fived it. You go, girl. You fight.
You go, girl. You fight.
They are my team. They're my people. Are they now?
People.
That's that LA. That's that NAACP LA chapter out there.
High fiving her.
High five. That's right.
Oh.
Did you see the guy though? Did you see the picture of him?
With the girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my. Tell me he didn't look like the corrupt preacher. I mean, he really.
Oh, you talking about the Jericho? Oh
yeah.
Look. I've learned some things. You can't trust a cat with a Jerry curl.
No, you can't do it.
You just can't.
Two things you can't trust: a big butt and a smile, and a dude with a Jerry curl. Don't
take a big butt and a smile, man. The Jerry curl. Look.
The big butt and the smile could be with the Jerry curl.
It could be, and don't trust neither one of them.
Don't trust neither one of them because you know that's like the cauldron of evil right there. This is just like.
Oh my God.
Look, first of all, if you're the I've been saying this since for 2 weeks. If you're the NAACP, I've been saying for 2 weeks. If you're the NAACP, you don't take money from a dude that has a haircut like a James Bond villain.
Dr. Greaseball. The evil Dr. Greaseball.
And if the dude with his hand out got a Jerry curl, then you know nothing good's gonna happen.
So I had to remind somebody what ESPN actually stood for. People tend to forget what the E is for. Entertainment. So when people get mad because they show Michael Sam kissing his boyfriend, remember what the E is for, people. Entertainment.
Are you not entertained?
That's my point.
Are you
That's
not
what they do.
No.
I told somebody, I said the cameraman had to be sleeping in his van for 3 nights because he didn't know when that man was gonna get drafted.
That's what I told. Hey, Pete. Straight up. That's what I told.
He had his phone connected to the sales phone. Everything rang. He was like, "Oh, shoot, get the camera."
Pete, I'm telling you, Pete. That's what I told Pete. That's what I told.
Sleeping in the van.
Pete. That's what I told. Pete, I told the same. I said they must have been in that house for 48 hours or more. 56.
72. Because wasn't he? He was
That's a lot
almost.
of armpit in that
Over. The draft was over.
Yeah, he was almost Mr.
You know how you
like.
Hey, look. You know how you go to
relevant?
You know how you go to the fair and the fair is starting to close and like some places start closing early, they start pulling their stuff down and closing.
Yeah.
Other teams have started putting their signs, taking their signs down and everything. He had to be traffic, yeah.
Hey, well, we didn't get it this time. We have to wait for the next one. Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, boy.
Man, I
got the spit.
Man, listen, man. This is all I have. I have a lot to say.
I know.
We know.
I do. And let me fix my camera so I can get.
Yeah, so people can see you in the hot tub.
Yeah, because I want people to get into the brown. I want you to really get into the brown eyes. All right, get in here. Okay. And I will echo. Yeah, I'm going to echo some of the same sentiments as Stephen A. Smith, but I truly believe it. The gay community can't be so sensitive that people can't use their right to voice how they feel about things. That's number one. All right. A lot of people don't agree with it. This is America. You can do whatever you want. I believe, Dyer believes, that you can say whatever you want to say to people as long as you're respectful. That's the caveat. Okay, when everyone deserves respect. I don't want to hear respect is earned and not given. It's a new day. Respect is given now until you no longer command it. So, having said that, I don't agree with what Miami did with the kid, Don Jones. We don't even know the context of how he meant OMG
it's
horrible. That's horrible.
It was a knee jerk. It was a PR move. It wasn't.
Yeah.
What he did. What Pouncey did was worse than what he did.
Thank you.
True story.
Thank you. The books aren't even closed on the investigation, and you're such a moron that you tweet that out and you think that's funny, and no one says a word to him.
The 7th-round kid. He ain't. I mean, he did exactly what a lot of people had done or was doing or is doing.
But here's the thing. They made the knee-jerk reaction because nobody wants to look like they're being insensitive to the lesbian and gay community. But it is now turned into a situation where you are completely insensitive to everybody that's not.
Right.
You're completely insensitive to everybody that's not. And that's not fair. If you want me to play with this man, work with this man, if I have concerns, whether you think they're valid or homophobic or insensitive or whatever, if they are my concerns and I'm working with him, they are valid because they are mine and I'm on the payroll. You need to hear what I have to say, and if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, now you're discriminating against me. So you have to talk. You have to allow people to be able to express themselves and talk. Should he have put that on Twitter? Perhaps a bad form. As Herm Edwards said, don't press send.
Don't press send.
Don't press send. Don't press send. Everybody absorb that. However, you can't go, no, you can't talk about this, and we're going to send them to sensitivity training. Well, who's sending Michael Sam to sensitivity training?
That is crap. That's crap. I don't agree with that.
No, we sent him to sensitivity training for.
Like I said, we all know what's coming. I guess my point is this. Everybody, they keep saying, well, you don't want to make a big deal. He's a football player. He's saying, hey, I want to play football. I don't want to be known as this and known as that. The camera was in your house, man. The camera was in your house. The camera was in your house. You could have told them, hey, look, I don't want the camera here because I don't want to blow this up and make it that much of a deal. I'm a 7th-round draft pick that needs to earn my way on the team. But you let the camera in your house. So my point is, let's just be real about it, man. Let's just be real about it. The E in ESPN is entertainment. And bottom line is they wanted ratings. And that's what they got.
This is for sensationalism. That's the problem. You know what? For real. I mean, I didn't see the kiss live, but I saw the kiss however many minutes after it happened. I didn't really think too much of it one way or the other than the fact that, you know what? In all the years of watching drafts, I ain't never seen nobody tongue down his girlfriend, wife, baby mama, whoever.
It was all kisses on the cheek, right?
Yeah, so I mean, now I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, talk about stage or whatever, because actually that's irrelevant. What my issue with all this has been from the beginning, I said it before, is the media agenda.
Thank you.
I mean, you know,
who's got the agenda here?
I'm not talking about, you know, whether you agree, whether you disagree, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I'm not even going to get into all that. My thing is just basically the sensationalism of it. You know what? Has anybody... I saw an article today saying why Michael Sam will be the most important person in the NFL this year, and I turned my computer off, actually. Because here's the thing I'm thinking.
Is he going to make the team?
There were 7 rounds of NFL draft. How many gay players are drafted?
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's a great point.
Do you think Michael Sam was the only gay kid drafted?
He's the only openly. He's the only one that's openly.
And I mean, I've been saying this all along. Open, as defined by the media, means that somebody had a press conference. Right. You know, Troy Vincent said that he played with at least 6 guys that the entire team was aware that they were gay. That didn't make public consumption. Why?
Right. Yeah.
Who cares why?
Right.
You know what? They got along. They played football. Michael Sam went a whole year with his entire football team, and probably the better part of the entire University of Missouri campus knew he was gay, and it didn't get out until there was a press release.
Right.
So all of a sudden he's open? Nah, he's been open. The media is like pressing for this.
Yep.
I guess this moment where one person who is like a star, I guess you got to be Tom Brady to come out and say, "I'm gay," and then the media is like, "That's it."
Right.
It's happened.
Right.
The revolution is now over.
My thing is that freedom of expression. Okay, I know, I get it. However, exercise some sort of discretion, because not everyone is ready for that. And let's be honest. Well, let me say this to people who feel as though what I'm about to say, where I'm going with this. When I say this, and you'll understand, not everyone's ready for that. For that expression. And some people say, well, remember civil rights. Now, not everyone here were ready for blacks to be involved in this or be here and be that. Those are two different things. No one is saying that these people aren't human beings, okay, like they did with blacks. They said blacks were alien. They said they were animals. They're subhuman, okay? They're not being ostracized, okay? They're just, no one wants this. People aren't comfortable with seeing that type of affection, man. And I don't understand. Those two are not the same, people.
Well, and Deon, but the thing is, it's not necessarily they're not comfortable seeing it, because we see it in society a lot more. We see it on TV. It's more about sports. It's more about football. It's just period. It's football. That's what they're not used to seeing. They're not used to seeing dudes that knock each other around, try to kill each other, and then turn around and get another dude a kiss. They're not used to that.
You know what, Pete? Hey, Pete, let me jump on that. You know what everybody else is used to? What you see on Girls Gone Wild.
Yep. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go too much further with that, but...
Right.
I can do without both. Okay,
Thank you for setting this straight.
I don't.
Right.
But I'm with you, D. I understand.
I would respectfully decline on both ends. But at that same token, if it's a heterosexual couple, I'm like, Stephen A. Smith made a valid point. He was like, if it's Michael Sams and his boyfriend or whatever, or, you know, if it's some other guy and his wife, if you're doing too much in public, I'm going to say the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get a room. Nobody wants to see all of that. I don't care if you're heterosexual or homosexual. I don't want to see you tonguing down anybody.
Right.
It's a time and place for things, and like I said, when I was working at the radio station, I worked with a person, that was gay, and his boyfriend would come up there, and it wasn't anything like kissing them like that, but they would get into like arguments, and stuff, and even and it didn't matter to me, gay or not gay. I used to tell him, it looks bad from a standpoint of you arguing at your job.
Okay.
It looks even worse because of the perception of two gay guys arguing at your job.
Right.
I'm like, keep that stuff at home.
Exactly. Exactly.
Here. Exactly. I was like, I don't feel like dealing with any of it. I don't want to deal with the whole concept. Yeah.
Right. Listen, we all have to. No one's oblivious to the ways of the world. Okay, if I want to raise my household as a Christian household, I should be okay with letting my kids watch ESPN. I shouldn't have to worry about blocking ESPN. Is all I'm saying. And I think that was a bit much. And for anyone that wants to say that it wasn't, that's fine. Say that. If I'm running my household and I shouldn't have to worry about blocking ESPN. Okay, yeah. and I understand and I get that people, when you're working for a company, you can't just go randomly tweeting stuff.
Right.
You got to protect the job first, and you don't have that privilege like some people have the privilege that okay, I can tweet whatever I want.
And let me make this point real quick. I'm finishing the subject real quick. From a standpoint of him being, openly gay and everything, we've never, like I said, I think we said it on this show, nobody's taken away from how much it takes to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
To be able to have enough courage and comfort level to come out and say, hey, I'm gay, relative to if it was coming out or not, whether it was a story that would come out or not.
Wait a minute, hold on. But again, it's who are you saying it to? Because just because one man jumped in front of a camera and said it doesn't mean anybody else that may be on a team is less open. We just don't know about it.
No, but what I'm saying is, Prev.
What I'm saying is, what is being defined as courageous and iconic is being sold to us, where other people's stories is not. Yet they have been living as open as they might have been comfortable with, or open as their.
I see what you're saying. What defines their comfortability?
That's my biggest thing with all this all along. I do not really appreciate the way the narrative is being sold, just because they're trying to make a handful of anointed people into
heroes,
icons, where you got lots of other people that have been doing this for decades, not 1 year, not 2 years. We're going back into the 60s, maybe even the 50s. And what happened was the media was not involved back then.
Yeah, something to think about, man. But I not to jump off of that, but the word weakness comes to me about. We can sit here and laugh about Cleveland Browns and all the stuff with Josh Gordon, but why the hell did they not draft one receiver?
They didn't have to. They had Josh Gordon at the time.
No,
they needed a receiver with Josh Gordon.
Even with Josh Gordon, they needed another wide receiver, and on top of that, they knew he was facing suspension before the draft.
They
knew before the draft that he was
facing potential suspension.
When I see who they did pick, it's hard to argue about that too. I'm sorry.
No, I know the people.
I understand.
But the point is, they needed anything they could get. But I'm just saying is, if you're throwing the ball, if Johnny Manziel is throwing the ball to Petey Dukes every play, he's going to struggle.
Which he's not. He's not going to be now that we know the owner said, "Hey, you're a backup." Which I understand. Okay. You got to earn your spot.
He's a backup through camp.
But you got to earn your spot. But they paid the quarterback in front of him.
No, if they put Johnny Manziel on the bench, that'd be the best thing that ever happened to him in 2014. I'm telling you, because he ain't got nobody to throw the ball to. He would get killed. He would die. He would
Right.
He would lose a limb.
You do know.
He would lose a limb.
Well, I will say this: my Dolphins. Listen,
we did all right.
We did okay.
We didn't take no D-backs.
You can't clean up the house in one draft after what Ireland has left. You can't.
You
just gotta try your best, man.
We did all right.
Yeah.
We did all right. I mean, I look at I didn't get a chance to see everybody. I do. So I saw Carolina did pick 2 receivers. They had no choice.
Ooh, Carolina got. You see who they got? Kelvin Benjamin.
They got the guy we should have drafted. Oh wait, I'm not bitter.
They got the guy that's gonna be on my fantasy football team.
Hey, we got that kid. Dolphins got that kid from LSU, right?
State criminal.
We got that kid, Landry.
And he was there for us to draft, and we left him on the board. Did I mention
Who?
I'm not bitter.
Is the phone ringing in the bathroom?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm about to handle that in a minute.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know who is calling me this time.
That's just Donald Sterling. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
What you do, B?
I didn't do anything.
You cut me out.
Sorry. Hello?
Look like somebody hacked Lonice. We got 2 of her here.
I'm hacked.
Somebody hacked me.
What in the world, Lonice? You are logged on twice.
I don't know. It went black. I was like,
And
where'd
I'm
everybody
scared.
go?
And I'm
Somebody
scared.
hacked me.
Let me hide you from this broadcast.
Somebody hacked me.
Yeah, this is kind of scary. We got 2 Lonices. I don't know what to do with that.
Well, at least it's a cute picture.
That's
when I was in DC for the inauguration. Always
taking still photo shots.
I'm sorry.
I can't even see my picture. That's funny. I'm sorry. I made one mistake in
I
75 years of hate.
Mistake. I was a good member.
Sorry.
70
That didn't
years
sound
of
right
hate.
either. He's sitting there talking about I was a good member. Now, dude, you know what? Don't ever say that again.
Don't ever say that again.
I mean,
how about Tommy Lasorda said, I've known him for 30 years. I knew. I mean, what did he say? He was like,
for 30 years. I knew he was like that.
I knew he was like that.
I love the guy.
Because that's your circle. When you in your circle, you talk regular. You
say all kinds of
You know, I'm gonna say this one time too, Pete. Okay, Don Jones tweeted out OMG and horrible. Okay, towards whatever Michael Sam being drafted, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did Riley Cooper do?
Look, got a new contract. That's what Riley Cooper did.
Yeah. He said, "I'll fight every last one of you N-word, one of these N-words here."
Somebody should have let him do it.
And they sent him on page. They sent him.
Shut up, B.
It would have been 1-on-1.
Shut up, B.
Yeah, right.
They sent him home.
It wasn't
home for a few
You
days.
won't have the public enemy come.
The ones that was there, they were
They
working.
sent him home, and he had to have sensitivity training. Sensitivity training is big in the NFL. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets sensitivity
He
training.
had 3 good games, got a new contract, and he chilling.
He didn't even get fined.
Man, did anybody see the Pacers get beat by 30 points tonight at home?
Loved
My
it. Loved
goodness.
it. Absolutely
Okay.
loved it.
No, the Pacers are bipolar. I've decided they are completely bipolar. What? What did I say? No? Am I the only one that thinks they're
That's
bipolar?
funny. Their game is bipolar.
No,
I gotta
I
use
just
that.
think-
I gotta use that. I've
that's
never
good.
heard that before. That's
That's good.
funny. That's
They're
very good.
completely bipolar. I have never seen anything like this. You get beat the first game, and then you go on and you rip off 3 in a row. You are home in game 5.
Close it out.
Down and go home. We can kick our feet up because we're already at the house. We kick our feet up and relax and just wait for the Heat to finish off the Brooklyn. What are they now? The Nets, the Brooklyn Celtics, whatever they are.
No, it's much easier to get routed.
Lonice, you disappoint me.
And then
disappoint me.
they kick their feet up and nothing. I mean, I get it, Prev. I understand, Prev. No, I'm not finished. I understand. No. We need the ratings. We need the money. So we're going to stretch it to a game 6. I get it.
You know how many people did not watch the NBA last Thursday and Friday? These are wake-up games.
All right.
You got to break it down, man.
I watched.
The NFL draft wiped out the NBA last Thursday and last Friday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There has to be some compensation.
There has to be compensation, so we got to throw. Do you have to lose by 30 points, though? I mean,
You
could
gotta
you
make
come
sure
out on the court?
That's a lot of
Do the job,
compensation.
do it right.
The only reason I don't believe that because David Stern is gone, man. I don't think Adam Silver rolled like that, man.
I don't
Money is
believe
money,
that
dog.
either. Yeah, I believe it.
David Stern, or if David Stern is still pulling the puppet strings, he made a call.
I'm gonna go back to my original statement. And although Prev, your argument is sound back in the day, I'm not sure that's really how it works.
Like
No,
4
because
months ago.
4 or 5 months ago, sound argument. However, they're bipolar. You've never seen it.
That's funny.
They have highs and
It's
lows
crazy.
like nobody.
I can't believe I turned the TV on, the game was over. They interviewing John Wall. I was like, oh, that's not a good sign.
Well, I like Gortat.
Gortat
Got off, man.
Well,
Man,
I came home
great.
and turned it on because I was like, let me see how close this game is. I was thinking it might come down to the wire. I turned the game on. I was like, well, what did the Pacers know they had a game tonight? Because I felt like maybe they're still at their house.
Listen. If that breaks your heart, that's nothing. That is nothing. That's poppycock compared to what Westbrook does to the OKC Thunder. That's poppy. That's.
It help you.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Look.
Sorry.
We about to get off the air. We about to get off here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody out there watching, I just made one mistake.
Westbrook, why? Why, Westbrook? Why?
Before we get off the air, on behalf of Dollar, I just want to see if I can make a motion for the undercard of one of the next big pay-per-view fights. I don't care who. Let's have Solange Knowles and Jay-Z, Uno Mas.
No, I don't want Jay-Z. He's gonna lose. I mean, we already know the outcome.
Listen, Westbrook, take him to the championship, homie.
Take him to the championship.
Take him there, homie. Scott Brooks, coach of the no season.
Oh Lord.
You know what? That's it. You know what? That's it.
Scott Brooks, you cool, Scott. I can't do what you do.
Hey,
I can't sit there and watch. I cannot sit there and watch Westbrook shoot all them shots and not get the ball to Kevin Durant.
Thoughts and prayers to Mike Brown. May he get fired by the Cleveland Cavaliers this time next year.
Or the Cleveland Browns.
Ain't no thoughts and prayers in Mike Brown. He getting 2 paychecks.
Yeah, he is.
From the same team?
No, right, 3 probably. Yeah,
because he's paying for the Lakers too. What he is well paid.
Right.
He's got what? Josh McCown's agent.
Well,
man, you crazy. I'm out. Y'all crazy.
All right. Peace out.
All right, yo.
Holy
Later.
space.
Peace.